Hi, my name is Tony, and today I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin waffles from plantbasedonabudget.com. I'm starting with making my binder, and I'm going to be using ground flax seeds. You have two options. You can buy something called ground flax meal. The most popular one is made by Bob's Red Mill, or you can buy flax seeds. You can often buy them in bulk and then grind them up. We use a coffee grinder. Wash it first so it doesn't taste like coffee to grind them up, and you can also use a food processor if you're doing a large batch, or a high-powered blender if you're doing a large batch. For this recipe, we're doing 2 tablespoons. Got one right there, and here is our second one. And I'm putting it into a large bowl. Then add in 3/4 cup of plant-based milk. I like soy milk the best for this, unsweetened. You can use vanilla or not vanilla. I prefer it to not be sweetened because I like to be able to control the sweetness, but that's up to you. If that's what you have, anything works. Oat milk, almond milk, rice milk, you name it. I like soy the best though. I'm gonna mix this up and then set it aside so it can thicken up. Again, this is going to be our binder. Then in a separate bowl, I'm gonna add in 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And I'm gonna use 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree. Really, this works with any kind of pumpkin puree, including you could use kabocha squash, you can use butternut squash, you could use a sweet potato. When you're getting it in the can though, just make sure you're not buying the kind that is mixed already with sugar and spices. The big mistake that's often made is instead of 100% pure pumpkin like this one, people buy the pumpkin filling, and that's not what we're looking for. It doesn't work the same. And I'm gonna use 1/4 of a cup. Put that in there. And I'm gonna add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm using this one, it's an imitation because it's much cheaper. But if you like using pure vanilla, you can use that one too. Then I've got 1/4 cup of vegan butter that has been melted. I'm using Earth Balance. And I'm gonna mix this up. My brown sugar clumped up a little bit, so I want to make sure that's evenly distributed throughout so that someone doesn't get a full bite of sugar. Now I'm gonna scoop this in here. I should have done it in the same bowl, but I wasn't thinking about it. So I'm gonna add this to that same bowl, and then I'm gonna use this big bowl for my dry ingredients. I love these silicone spatulas because they get all the liquid. It reminds me of using like a windshield wiper. This bowl, which should be a clean bowl, but is not because I messed up. I'm gonna add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. If you use gluten-free flour, please let me know how these turn out. I have not tried it myself, but I suspect it would work. Then I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. This is the good stuff right here. Come autumn, this goes in everything. So 2 teaspoons. And I'm gonna mix that together and set it aside. I'm gonna bring this one back, mix this one together. Now you can see that it is a little bit thickened from the flax meal. And I'm gonna add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Mix everything together, but be sure not to over mix it, just until everything is incorporated. If you have a few ways to grease it, you can use a spray, you can have lightly oiled it before you turn it on, or you can add a little bit of vegan butter, which is what I'm gonna do. It's not gonna cover the whole thing, but it'll get in all the spots. And I'm gonna do a little turnaround so that it gets that bottom part. Once this is preheated, take a 1/3 cup to 1/2 cup and fill it with your pumpkin batter. Now I'm gonna add this in the middle. This is a 1/2 cup. And I'm gonna flip mine. This can do any kind of waffles. I'm doing Belgian because that's the kind of maker I have. But you're welcome to use the square ones if that's what you have. And with the Belgian maker, that are the really big ones that do 4, I could probably do 3 or 4 with this batch, depending on how full I get them. Also, don't forget to adjust your cook time. I have mine on 5 out of 6 because I want them to be a little bit crispy. But if you like yours to be a lighter color and a little softer, then you can turn yours to 3 or 4. Okay, this looks good. It has beeped. I'm gonna grab mine with some tongs and put them on a plate and fill it up with another batch. These were tested a lot. It was actually quite difficult for us to get the right consistency and to make them still crispy but soft on the inside. Hard to explain, but it took years to get this right. And now I'm really pleased with how they turned out. Okay, whew. They're looking beautiful. I'm in a very pumpkin spice mood right now, and these waffles are so perfect. As I mentioned, we really put a lot of effort into making them extra good. So I hope you like them. If you do give them a try, please let me know what you think in the comments. And I also wanted to mention that they are freezer friendly. So if you do want to freeze them, make sure they cool completely and then put them in the freezer, and then you can put them in the toaster or toaster oven when you're ready to cook them. All right, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.